preparation is almost done. The only thing that remains is making fresh, hot chapatis. Garma garam roti. For the chapati dough, I have taken 5 cups of whole wheat flour or chakki atta. This is a special flour readily available in Indian grocery stores. I also have 1 3/4 cup of room temperature water, a pinch of salt, and about 2 tablespoons of oil. To begin with, I'm going to combine the whole wheat flour and the pinch of salt in a large shallow dish. Once the salt is thoroughly combined with the flour, I'm going to start adding the water to the flour mixture in batches. Adding water in small batches is important here because it allows the water to get evenly distributed throughout the dough, and there is no presence of unnecessary lumps when the entire dough comes together. I do want to point out again, this is a specialized flour, the chakki atta, which is readily available in Indian stores, and it is very different from the whole wheat pastry flour or whole wheat bread flour available in other supermarkets. The chakki atta is much more finely ground, and hence the consistency is almost that of all-purpose flour. The dough ball is starting to form. It is not sticking to the dish or even my hands. I do have some water left in the bowl still, but at this point I'm going to add in the oil. This is going to make the chapatis come out really nice and soft. Once the oil is added in, I'm going to continue to add the rest of the water in batches, and in the meantime thoroughly knead this dough ball. At this point I want as much gluten to be activated as possible from this whole wheat flour. The dough is now fully ready. We are just going to make a small ball out of it and then cover it and let it rest for 10 minutes. This really makes a difference. Let's not skip this step at all. During those 10 minutes, I'm going to get my skillet ready by heating it on medium-high flame. And now for the fun part. It's time to roll out the chapatis. To begin with, I'm going to dust my hands with dry flour, make a lime-sized dough ball, and roll it between my palms to form a nice sphere. Then I'm going to flatten up that sphere in the dry flour and place it on my rolling pedestal. You don't really need this special pedestal. Any clean, flat surface will do just fine. A countertop or a cutting board or a pastry mat, they'll all do the job. Now as I roll out these chapatis, I'm going to make sure that my hand is light and not too much pressure is applied, otherwise the chapatis will break and we'll have to start all over again. Also, I'm going to dust them with dry flour every time I feel like they're sticking to the pedestal or the rolling pin. Making sure that the skillet is ready at medium to medium-high heat, I'm going to now place that rolled out chapati on the skillet. In about 10 seconds or so, tiny bubbles should start appearing on the surface. That's when we are going to flip the chapati and turn the heat to its highest setting. Now we are going to roast the other side of the chapati on high heat for about 10 to 15 seconds. My tell is that I'm going to check on the other side to see if there are some dark brown spots. That's when it's time to put the chapati on direct flame. Another tell is the appearance of these puffed up spots around the chapati. Once we start seeing too many of those, it's definitely time to turn it over on direct flame. And here comes the magical part. Beautiful, puffed, unleavened, healthy bread to enjoy with our dinner. I'm gonna dab some ghee on it and it's ready. Enjoy!
Don't forget to like and subscribe and download our app from the App Store or Google Play.